All right, we are back in Swisher, Iowa with the addition. That is mid-March right now. Things have been kind of slow the last couple weeks. Been waiting for HVAC guys to come down here to do trim out. In the meantime, the homeowner finished his retaining wall back, tied back into this wall. We actually brought this wall around for a couple reasons: to tie that wall back in, and for the load of the dirt on the side of that. So we put a wing on it. Instead of being a straight 8-inch, we made a 12-inch wing there. The wall's back. It's got some gravel behind it. Gutters came on last week. Electricians came down and did a little bit of trim out last week. We had a hold up on putting the outside lights on because homeowner is going to stone the front of this now for sure, and we didn't have any J blocks or anything for him to be able to do the stone up to. So all we're going to do is put an 1.5-inch electrical box on there, and he's going to stone around the light. So that's perfect. That's the plan now. HVAC guys are here today. The outdoor AC unit is going to get connected and powered up and ready to go. All the gutters are on. They look fantastic. Ended up doing 6-inch on everything. Our gutter guy, we want to do 6 on this lower one because we're going to pick up that upper roof corner, and I want to do 6 to get all that water down over here. But he didn't want to bring 2 machines, 2 separate trucks, so he ran 6 on everything, which is great. Looks awesome. Looks like everything's got some good slope to it too. Garage door guy was in last week, so yeah, everybody's been kind of bouncing around, getting subs in here to get stuff finished up. The garage door got installed. We did our brake metal. He did the seals on the garage door. That's mounted. The drywall guys left the wires for the garage door opener in the ceiling, so the garage door guy did not finish connecting all the low voltage for that. So the electricians when they were here doing trim out, they found the wires and just put a nice clean box on there. It's way we should have had it done in the first place, and that's my fault. Next job for sure with garage doors, we're going to start doing that. Instead of having them tucked out around the boxes, we're just going to have a box put in, a low voltage box. The garage door is set, and you still put the arm on. It's operable now. Just got to put the arm on and hook up his wires to go back down tomorrow to do that. HVAC guy here today. Changing the furnace filter. Getting the AC unit going through everything, getting everything running. He's got the thermostat hooked up. Electrician put an outlet in for the condensate pump already. That was something we had to add later because it was not there. Just little stuff like that. You know, there's always things that need to be done. So we actually forgot about putting outlet there. I didn't even think about it just because we don't normally put condensate pumps in, but there was no way to get water out of here. So it had to be pumped outside. I'm trying to think of what else. Yeah, so electricians, we got our heat vents trimmed out. Electricians were here. They got lights, ports and sockets in. Panels there. We got the doors put in, I think last week. That is an actual 8-inch jamb door. That's custom made to fit inside the brick. Turned out pretty good. Throw some trim on the inside here. We're not finishing anything on the inside, but the guys threw some trim on there because we brought some down in case we need to trim something out. That is done. Well, there's mud everywhere. Turned out pretty nice. We do need to come back and we need to cover that gap there and this gap here, which I didn't get that on my last work order to the guys. So that's why I come down and check jobs, so we can keep our work orders going and make sure there's detailed information on what they need to do next time they come back. Still need outlet covers. We ended up putting I think that's a Pico. This is a wireless switch. It's a 3-way for the outside lights on the front. There's a switch for the outside lights on the front upstairs, and then this is the 3-way for it. So it can be controlled from downstairs and upstairs, which if it was my house, that's the way I wanted it done. So that's why we did it that way. I'm trying to think what else down here. This door, this was a custom door. We tried to get as close as we could. The color to the front door of their house, and it's pretty close, but you know, it's obviously not in the same line of sight as the front door of their house, way over there. That's just a temp construction door, but way up there, out of the line of sight, looks nice. This is a fiberglass fire door. fire rated. It was a $1,500 door, and it is stamped fire rated. As we are a garage separation from the house, so we had to pay the extra money for the fire rated door. But that's all right. I could get by with homeowner didn't want a steel door. They wanted a stained brown door, so I had to jump up to a fiberglass fire door to get the look they wanted. Door for the closet is down here. We supplied the closet door. Homeowner's gonna finish that. I mean, if he wants us to come back and install, that's fine. This closet was kind of an add-on to the job at the end, the way the drawings have changed. So it's not really technically in the scope to supply the door for that. We already added the furnace door, and we added the door on that back to the furnace room there too. So both furnace room doors are add-ons to the job, but we try to absorb stuff as we can. If we have cost savings on our things, we try to do what we can, but I haven't got the final numbers put all together yet to see where everything's coming in. So can lights in here. These are actual wafers, flush wafers. I think these are on a dimmer as well. I asked them to put all the interior lights on a dimmer. It is not. Gets at the mudroom. You don't really need a dimmer on the mudroom, but for sure they better be dimmers upstairs on everything. Handrails, I gotta get handrails. I'm gonna measure for handrails before I leave, because to get our final, we've gotta have our smokes in. We also have to update the smoke detectors in the existing house because there's only one and they're not interconnected as of right now. So we're putting wireless ones in, putting the updated ones in here with the master, like a slave unit, and then all the ones in the house will be up to code outside the bedrooms and downstairs like they're supposed to be. But I'll get handrails measured. We are not doing the trim on this job. It's a homeowner's problem, or I shouldn't say problem, but that's their project, I should say. Thermostat. These windows were taken out. Painting's done. Wafers are up here. Fireplace is all cement boarded. HVAC guy's gonna fire up the fireplace today. Put the log set and the blower in. There's switches there for that. Low voltage box there for up there, connected with conduit. Cold air return vents on each side. Homeowner will have to do stone around those. All our switches there. Outside lights, inside lights, and probably the fan on the three-way. There will be a pendant there. I need to check to see if that's on the side. I don't see it. Dimmers. So we zoned this. It's kind of how I would want it done at my house. Kind of a family room area zone over there, and then lights over here for, as kind of a pass-through area, or if you want to put some games or something back here. So both of those are on dimmers as well. And three ways as well from over there. And then light for the switch for the pendant above the staircase. So we took those two windows out, put a small header in there, and opened that up. Pretty well open. Side of their house, pretty good, nice and open. I think that's the feel they wanted. This got down over here. A different color for the addition from here out. We had to fix some of this crown. You might have seen that in one of my previous videos. We had to fix some crown molding, put some trim nails and trim screws in it to get it pulled back and get it recaulked so it could be painted. Ceiling's got some old patchwork on it, but we didn't do any of that stuff there. That's a different part of it. And there's the transition there from old to new. Another outlet there. Gotta make sure the electrician doesn't miss that one. That's the only one that's not put in yet. So we're pretty close to getting final. I'll get handrails ordered this afternoon. We'll get those put on early next week, and we should be able to get final down here pretty easily, as long as the electrician gets back and does the smokes and the rest of the trim out. There's another smoke detector there. I think that's going to be the slave unit for the house. So all the ones in the house will be Wi-Fi, or not Wi-Fi, but I don't know how they do it. They're like Bluetooth or something. They interconnect. So that's part of the code requirements nowadays for anytime you do a substantial remodel in a house, you have to update the smoke detectors in the existing building as well as part of the job. So we don't usually include that right off the bat because we don't know, didn't do a full inspection of the house to know if they're all interconnected and blah, blah, blah. Because, normally we could just tie into the basement down below and pull out a 14.3 and interconnect the addition from the house, and something we discovered after the fact. So, and our quotes do not include code update, things like that. And that's just a statement we put in there. So when it's an extra $1,500 to update stuff, it's not out of our pocket. So back door, had to put the railing in to get a final inspection since there's no deck plan. That's just some treated lumber. Actually, I think most of that was from leftover from our shop from another job. Still have some exterior grading to do. I'm going to contact one of our companies that helps us with that stuff and see if they can get that done here pretty soon since everything's drying out. Also floor outlet there. Windows turned out. Everything looks pretty nice. Nice and clean. Gives me a nice space for them. Gives them a nice open family room, continuity, kitchen, dining, family area. Everybody can be together in unity. So I think that's all I got for you today. I'll get this video out. As soon as we get everything done, I will get another video out. Thanks for watching.